Alright, this is Austin Bach doing another RTR draft on MTGO and release weekend. We have our first pack, and I'm not totally sure what we want yet. Let's go ahead and increase the screen size. Obviously, if I wanted the money draft, I'd take the Blood Crypt, but I don't want to do that to you guys. You obviously don't care too much, but I want to try to actually make a good deck. Pretty sure Soulsworn Spirit is just the only good card in here. We're looking at like a Azorius or Izzet tempo deck. It's pretty sweet. It's very hard to kill, obviously impossible to block. And yeah, the Locust, I mean, for 6 mana I'd rather just have the Skyline Predator, so yeah, seems like the only pick there for us. Alright, I'm seeing some good red cards in this, so with Teleportal, which makes more unblockability, which is nice if we build a nice aggressive Izzet deck. But if we're going Izzet, I'd rather have something like Annihilating Fire, which is like one of the best removal spells in the set. I'd say Augur Spree is a little bit better, but obviously we're not looking to be in black right now because Dimir is not one of the guilds. So yeah, it looks like we're going to have the most support for Izzet at the moment. So yeah, it looks like green and red are going to be what people are going to take out of this pack. Tristani's Judgment is iffy, probably going to be picked somewhere 3-4 picks down the road, but yeah, I want to try to cut off some red now if I want to move into Izzet. Ooh, Augur Spree is, as I mentioned before, one of the better cards, one of the better removal spells. Unfortunately, we also see the Guild Gate in the same pack. Staticaster is also insane, though. I think I'm just going to take that and avoid Rakdos at all costs right now because it's almost certainly going to be taken. I'm going to assume that since I passed some good red, Rakdos is going to be the person right to my left. So blue should flow pretty well in the next pack. Red maybe not so much, but yeah, since I took Annihilating Fire, I'm not too worried about the removal. So I'll just take the Staticaster and move into Izzet. Let's go by cost here. Alright, what do we have here? We have an aggressive Rakdos card, but like I said, I'm avoiding that. And Electrickery's not amazing for removal. It's good against me since I have that unblockable 1 toughness dude. I have a Void Welder, which is probably going to be the pick. It's the best card in a vacuum. It's on color. But also, as I said before, red's probably going to be cut off in the next couple packs, or in the second pack at least, so I'm just going to take Electrickery, even though I think Void Welder is a better card. Hello, is that Keyrune? I was hoping I'd see you at some point. I'm just going to snap you up. You're definitely better than the Racketeer. Yeah, then we have like a Civic Saber, which I guess combos with Keyrune and Staticaster, although Staticaster you're not really attacking with, so it's a little redundant, but yeah, Keyrune is definitely the pick. Alright, Dynacharge is definitely what we want in an aggressive deck. I mean, so far we only have like one creature that's going to be attacking, plus the Keyrune, I suppose, but we're going to look to change that pretty soon, so I'll take Dynacharge and try to be aggressive as possible. Alright, we have a Cobble Brute, which is so-so. I mean, 5 power for a 4-drop isn't bad. We have a Counterflux, which isn't really what we want. Transguild Promenade is okay, but again, we're trying to be aggressive, so could also go Counterflux and sideboard it. Axebane Guardian is most likely not going to be the pick because it's not supported in either of our colors. I'll take Cobble Brute, I guess. Try to get some creatures going here. Inspiration is nice. Trader's Instinct is pretty nice too. Tower Drake is not where we want to be because we're not Azorius. Do I take Trader's Instinct or Inspiration? Not completely sure. I think I'm going to take Inspiration though. and hope for some like Goblin Electromancers and whatnot. Trader's Instinct might come back as the last pick in that pack. Alright, now what? Tenement Crasher is decent. Other than that, it's just Museum Skin, so yeah, I'll take the Tenement Crasher. Still looking to get more creatures. We're doing alright on like removal and tempo, but we're just missing the attacking part of that. I'm looking for, you know, Guild Mages. Ooh, Chemistry Strip is pretty nice. Guild Mages, Goblin Electromancer, etc., etc. Ooh, Downsize or Inspiration. Yeah, I think Inspiration's gonna be better. Batterhorn, maybe sideboard, maybe not. Yeah, all these are playable, which is nice. Just depends on what we open in the next couple packs, because not sure if we want to be control or aggro right now. I was pretty set on aggro before because of like the Soulsworn Spirit and the Key Rune and that kind of thing, but since we've got like a Tenement Crasher and just a bunch of removal so far, like this Dynacharge might not make it if I can't find enough creatures, but if we can find some bombs, we might just convert into Izet Control, which I'm also a fan of. Cancel, probably sideboard, unless we go control, so I'll just leave it for now. Aquasteed is better than it looks, but I don't really want to mainboard it, so we'll try to find some better cards for its place in the next pack. Alright, so this is kind of an unfortunate pack for us because V2 Ghazi Guild Mage is the best Guild Mage, and it's better than most of the rares, including our rare, which is an Izet card, but it's pretty terrible. So we're not taking either of those. Luckily, we do have a very good option in Lobber Crew, which I'm going to Windmill Slam here because it's great. I actually lost to it in the last draft I did. If you look on my channel, you can see why it's so good. So yeah, I'll just take that, and I guess we're going to go control. Yep, so pick up more Lobber Crews. Electromancers are still a thing, and then just find some bombs and we're set. Alright, what do we have here? Here's Reunion, obviously not going to make it. Pursuit of Flight is pretty nice. It's on color. Other than that, it'd be Trader's Instinct again for the sideboard. Might come back. And then Stealer of Secrets, but we're already looking pretty good on the 3-drop slot, so I don't think I need that. I know Pursuit of Flight has been doing well this weekend at Pro Tour Return to Ravnica. What is his name? Stanislav something. Whoever went 15-1 drafted 4 of these in his draft deck, and obviously, as you can see by the results, he did pretty well. But I'm not sure exactly what his build was like, and probably not exactly what we're doing here. But again, I don't think Trader's Instinct is exactly where we want to be, so I'll take the Pursuit of Flight and see what happens. Alright, well, Cryptborn Horror would be pretty nice if we were in aggro, but we are not. I guess it kind of combos with Lobber Crew, but not really, because then it just enters as a 1-1, which is pretty bad. Well, I guess a 2-2 because of the trigger. Untap Lobber Crew, tap it again. But, I mean, then it's just a Grey Ogre, which is not amazing. Could take another Batterhorn, just as like a big creature on the top of our curve, since we're trying to be more control now. We need win conditions, but I'll take the Horror and just see what happens. I like Power Convergence a lot in a vacuum, but so far we only have 3 cards that turn it on, so I think I just take a 3rd Inspiration. Just go deep. Seems like the best play. What do we have here? Another Tenement Crasher, which is fine. Tablet of Guilds is also decent. Chemist's Trick is nice, I guess. It's good to clear the way for our creatures. I'd rather have it in an aggressive build so I could just force him to Alpha Strike and do almost no damage, and then, you know, bash with my Tenement Crashers, but I'm not sure. Yeah, you know what? Let's see what happens. I wouldn't have minded 2 Tenement Crashers, but I'm sure there are better bombs that we're going to open in our third pack. Like Skyline Predator even would be nice, but I just want some win conditions at this point. Goblin Rally's pretty nice with Dynacharge. I saw 1 or 2 of those, but looks like the ship sailed for that because we weren't quite sure what we were yet. I'm getting punished a little bit for that, but this is kind of just a dirtly build we've got going. So Asperious Skywatch barely qualifies as a bomb. Other than that, we have an Action Injunction, Paralyzing Grasp, or Gate. But I don't think we need the Gate because we're not really splashing a third color at the moment, and I don't really want to. I'm not sure. So removal wise, we have an Annihilating Fire. That's about it. So for that reason, I'm just going to take Paralyzing Grasp. Otherwise, I'd like this Skywatch. And yeah. Okay, Blister Coil Weird would be better if we were aggressive, but we are not. On the other hand, Search the City is in contention for the worst card in the set. For the rares at least, it's by far the winner. We could take Survey the Wreckage. I mean, the ship hasn't completely sailed on aggro yet, so I'll just take Blister Coil Weird and for now leave it in the side. Ooh, is that Charm? It seems pretty sweet. Yeah, definitely better than Dynacharge, so I'll just snap that up. Fairy Imposter, what does that return? Returns Cryptborn Horror to make it bigger if I wanted to. Returns Soulsworn Spirit for the Detain. Yeah, not a whole lot of combos going on there for the moment. Void Welder is just better, so I'll take it. And Chronic Flooding's not playable, so I'll steal a Centaur's Herald. Museum Skin for the side. Right, so it looks like we're going to need a lot of help in the next pack because we have 24, which is more than enough playables, but not all these are strictly playable cards, but yeah, we're going to see what happens here. We'll be back for the third pack.